Stone City clock, focus on watch, modification, upgrade, and customization. In this issue, we bring you the PP Nautilus 59902 rose gold blue disc. Let me introduce the configuration of this one to you. It is a customized model upgraded from 18K real gold. Let's take a look at one weight of the whole watch. Let's test it out. Okay. The weight of the whole watch is 238.6 grams. It weighs nearly half a caddy. Then this weight is this kind of pressing feel that cannot be replaced by any material. It must be 18K real gold to upgrade to have such a weight. Then about this precious metal watch. We have this to upgrade and customize, and a very professional appraisal certificate will be issued. Precious metals inspection certificate. Let's take a look. 18K gold. Then one of its gold weights is 250 grams. Then the content of precious metals is a U750, including this side, a certificate for this major. This is also support. Ladies, a local testing agency will go for re-inspection. Don't worry about this. Okay, let's take a look at this. 18K real gold to upgrade some of the workmanship details of this whole watch. Let's take a look at the whole texture. Then the watch of 599. It's a the value of the whole watch is still relatively high. Then one of its, how popular is it still in the whole P parent screw series, right? It is also an irreplaceable watch in the series. Let's take a look. Blue plate and then match it with the style of rose gold. The appearance is also very high. Let's take a look at some of the whole watch. The main thing is to take a look at one of the golden shell parts. Craft. Let's take a look at the wire drawing process on the front. Then the polishing process for a bezel on the side. Chamfering and sanding are all done. More in place. Side. All right. Now look at the strap part for the strap. The one in the middle is one of the top beads. A process of polishing. Yes, there are radiants. In the middle is the top bead. And then the words on both sides are a drawing process. Includes chamfered one, polished, strap. They're all done in place. Each word is a tightly connected table section. And then there's the clasp. It's a new model with a double press folding buckle. One of its logos very deep, and then open it. The words inside are a process of polishing. Then one of its logos. There are words on both sides here. There's lettering in the middle. It's very deep. The whole button is also a new button, including these lettering inside, a code for precious metals. There is everything there should be. Then take a look at the precious metal lettering on the back cover. See, no. This way, AU750. This corner, this is the scale. Here is the dog head mark. The words here are also engraved with very deep lettering. The gold part is made of 18 karat real gold. Then there's nothing to say about the overall texture. If this material is a watch of precious metal, it cannot be replaced by any material, except for using 18K real gold to upgrade. Okay, take a look at this blue plate of 5,990. This is also blue plate for replacement. For the blue disc, the entire color difference is well controlled. Demonstrate this function in the upper right corner. Turn on this timing function. The longer second hand starts to move. Then go to pause. Go back after the suspension. And there's a little button. We need to get this toothpick and this material to top it. See, no, the above calendar plate. It starts to move around. The functions are all restored relatively well. And then the words below here are a large dial with a small second hand moving around. In fact, if it is a regular machine, it's now a hand for timekeeping. So the function of this is a little different, including the two buttons on the left. It is a button to adjust the hollow to places. This function also has a little flaw. So in addition to this function, all of the functions are the same. Okay, turn on the screw and handle, wind the chain clockwise. Pull out the first gear to adjust the time. Turn clockwise, go clockwise. Push it in. In this case, it's wound up. After serving, just tighten it inside. Okay, let's take a look at the effect of the whole watch again. Okay, so to conclude, so if it is like a watch made of precious metal, well, it cannot be replaced by any material, except use this 18K gold to go. Upgrade that will present this kind of pressing feeling that should be there, or texture of it, this color. Okay, then let's talk about this review here. If you like our video, you can subscribe, pay attention. See you next time. Bye.